Hi, hello everyone. Today I'm going to show you how to make an easy lunch recipe, tortilla pizza. Tortilla pizza. To make this recipe, you're going to need oil or parchment paper. You'll need a flour tortilla, some kind of sauce, and cheese. Any other toppings you want to add to your pizza are optional. Let's get started. First, we need to preheat our oven to 400 degrees. So for my oven, I hit the bake button. I turn the temperature up until it says 400, 400. And then I press start. Next, we're going to prep our baking sheet for our pizza. I'm going to use oil, but if you don't have oil to prep your pan, you can use parchment paper. You'll want to put a little bit of oil on the pan. And we're going to spread that around so that our tortilla doesn't stick to the bottom of the pan. Here, I'm just spreading my oil around to the size of my tortilla. Then we can place our tortilla on the pan. Next thing we need is sauce. There's a lot of options you can use for sauce. I'm going to use something that I have left over in my refrigerator, just some tomato sauce. If you have some leftover condiments from a restaurant, you could use that. Or you could even use a can of tomato sauce. I'm going to use a spoon to spread the sauce onto my pizza. Start off with just a little bit of sauce, and then you can add more if you want more. And if you want, you can put your tomato sauce all the way to the edge of the pizza. You have creative authority here. However you like your pizza, that's how you make it. Okay, once we're happy with the amount of sauce we have, we're gonna add our cheese. You don't have to use shredded cheese. I just pulled this out of my refrigerator from just leftovers that I had. You can use any type of cheese. If you don't have shredded cheese, you can take American cheese and you can break it apart into strips and put it on your pizza. Or if you have a block of cheese, you can cut it into strips or grate it with a cheese grater and put it on your pizza. Remember, you get to put the amount of cheese that you want on your pizza. And I like to have some crust, so I'm going to save some open space on my tortilla. Once you're done putting on cheese, you can add toppings. Some people like pepperoni or sausage on their pizza. If you have any leftover turkey from Thanksgiving, you could put that on your pizza if you'd like. I like to have vegetables on my pizza. So again, I'm just pulling some leftovers out of my refrigerator. I have some bell pepper here. And I also have a mushroom and some fresh garlic. I'm going to use my paring knife to cut one at a time each ingredient. Remember, knife safety. We'll hold the knife firmly with one hand, and we keep our fingers curled and away from the knife's edge while we're cutting. I'm only going to cut the amount of vegetables that I need. Now if you're using meat, you can use a knife to cut your meat, or you can shred it with your fingers, whatever you need and whatever is best for you. I'm going to use some mushroom now. I want some thin slices of mushroom. As I get closer to my other hand, I keep my fingers curled and I move slowly and carefully. It's a good amount of mushroom for me. Now with fresh garlic, you have to break the outside shell. You can use your fingers, or you can ask another adult for help with breaking the shell of your garlic. With small objects, remember to keep your fingers curled. We cut the stem off and then slice our garlic as thin as we'd like. Now sometimes your garlic might stick to your knife. We don't want to get close to the sharp edge of your knife, so we're going to start from the top and scrape the garlic off from the top to the bottom. When I'm done with my knife, I put it away. All right, now we're going to add our toppings to our pizza. All right, so now that my pizza is all assembled, I'm going to place it in my oven. First, let's use some oven mitts on our hands. Safety first. I'm gonna put oven mitts on. Now, an even better way to put your pizza in the oven would be open your oven first, and then you can hold your tray very carefully with two hands and place it in the oven. It only takes 5 minutes to cook this pizza, so I'm going to start my timer for 5 minutes. And I'll be back to show you what it looks like. All right, I'm back. My oven just beeped. I took the time while I was waiting for the pizza to cook to clean up my space, and I got a plate and a spatula for me to help get the pizza off the pan. So now to get our pizza out of the oven, safety first, we're going to put on our oven mitts, and we're going to use two hands to get the baking sheet out of the oven. And see, we can see that the cheese is all melted and it's bubbly and crusty on the edges. So we know our pizza's done. I'm going to close my oven and make sure that I turn my oven all the way off. Okay. Now to get our pizza onto our plate, we have to remember to wear a glove to hold our pan, and we can use the spatula. See, since we put oil on the pan, it slides off just perfectly. We can transfer the pizza onto the plate. It's so crispy that it stayed lifted up. Now it should be really easy to cut this. Yeah. We can cut it into our slices. Remember, it only took us 5 minutes to cook our pizza. This is a pretty quick lunch. All right. Here's the best part. Let's taste what we made. Make sure you blow on it if it's still hot. Mmm. Mmm. Wow. That is a good tortilla pizza. Let me know how it goes when you try to make this pizza at home. Hope you enjoyed. See you next time.